I became a prostitute. Because my parents gave birth to me when they were poor, they blamed me for their predicaments. I grew up hearing whispers of regret in their voices. Their eyes filled with disappointment whenever they looked at me. It was as if my very existence had stolen their dreams. Often I wondered if they were truly my parents. The way they treated me was different, cold, harsh. My siblings were showered with love and affection, while I was met with indifference or scorn. It became clear that I was the outsider in my own home. I was a child of struggle, the one they blamed for their hardest years. I tried to earn their love. I worked harder, obeyed more, even stayed out of their way when I sensed their frustration. But no matter what I did, their hearts remained close towards me. The pain of their rejection weighed heavily on my soul, shaping my thoughts, my confidence, and my sense of worth. When I turned 15, my mother stopped my education and told me that I needed to work and support the family. She told me I need to use my body to make money. Innocently, I was excited because finally I would make her happy. Not until one day she took me to a house of a rich man. I had never seen such a beautiful house before. When the man saw me, he started touching my body, and my mom was asking me to cooperate. He now handed my mom a bag of money, and my mom left me. This man dragged me into a room, tore my dress, and raped me. He raped me several times and told his maid to clean me up, and he asked the driver to take me home. Tears rolled down my eyes as I had nobody to talk to. My education has been stopped. This continued for 2 years. I even got pregnant twice. My mom aborted it. Meanwhile, my mom was enjoying the money with my other siblings while I was being neglected. Then one day, I overheard a conversation that changed everything. My aunt had come to visit, and she spoke to my mother in an harsh tone. I caught a few words that shook me. She told her that why am I always looking lean and unkempt? And why am I always looking sad every time she visits? You should tell her the truth. She deserves to know. A deep silence followed before my mother finally spoke. If she ever finds out, everything will change. It's better this way. I froze. The truth? What truth? Could it be that my suspicions were right all along? That the woman was never my mom? Determined to uncover the secrets, I waited until my auntie was alone. Gathering all my courage, I approached her and asked, "Auntie Shirley, what truths were you talking about?" She hesitated, her face filled with conflicts, but then, with a sigh, she said, "You were not the reason for your parents' struggle. In fact, you are not even their child." My heart stopped. She explained that I had been adopted. My biological parents had been close friends to my current parents, but they died in an accident while I was just a baby. Out of obligation, this family took me in. But instead of seeing me as a gift, they saw me as a bonding, a reminder of a past they wished to forget. Tears streamed down my eyes. The pain of rejection made sense now, but so did something else. A newfound strength. I realized I was not the cause of their suffering. Their resentment was never truly about me, but about their own struggles and disappointment in life. With this truth, I made a decision. I will no longer live under their shadow of blame. I will create my own paths, embrace my own words, and find people who saw me not as a bonding, but as a blessing. I got into the streets of Ebutemeta. That was how I became a prostitute. Sleeping with men in exchange for money. I was truly not happy because that was not the life I wanted for myself. Until one day, I saw on TV an audition for a film show, and I applied. I was among those selected. That was how my story changed from being a prostitute to becoming a celebrity. I was determined to write my own story, took a bold step, went back to school, and that was the beginning of my success story. A story where I was wanted, a story where I belong. As for those that claim that I was responsible for their troubles, story for another day. This is the end of the story. Bye bye.